Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net. It's Monday the 7th of January. Thanks for watching weatherweb.net again. As always, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. So it's when you use the adverts, when you click on the adverts, when you use the charts, etc. that are on the site here, that's what keeps us all free of charge. Where you go there, running away from me. How dare you run away. Yeah, that's what keeps the site completely free of charge. We'll take a look at more on the upcoming cold weather in just a mo. But for now, this is the forecast cloud picture from the high resolution Herland model, which has been off the site for a couple of days, but it's back on now, things all updating. This is the position as of 12 o'clock this afternoon, and notice how through the course, sorry, I should say at 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, still cloudy look across the country, but just notice what happens late on tomorrow. Look, we start to get clearer skies coming across Scotland, across Ireland, into northwest England, eventually into Wales as well, and northwestern parts of England. And for those of you who, probably like me, are completely fed up of the cloud, at least there's promise of some brighter weather coming through, although it might be Wednesday before most of us see it. But at least there are signs of clearer skies and the potential for some sunshine too. As far as the detail goes, this is the chart for this afternoon. This is the rainfall that's been affecting Ireland and Western Scotland during the course of this afternoon. And that's been gradually tracking its way eastwards through Scotland during the afternoon, and will do so during this evening, also affecting northwest England as well, with some heavy bursts of rain to come there. Now during the night tonight, western areas stay cloudy, they stay damp, more rain to come for western parts of Scotland and parts of Ireland, but notice how most of England and Wales look here, and eastern Scotland are generally dry. I think it stays cloudy through the night tonight, and probably cloudy for tomorrow morning too, but you notice this area of rain here that's just coming on to western coast of the country. This is going to be edging its way slowly eastwards, associated with a front on Tuesday. Fairly strong winds across Scotland too, isobars quite close together here, all because of low pressure that's centred up towards the northwest. Now this area of rain moves its way eastwards. I think it's probably late on in the day before it clears the southeast, but as we just saw on the Herland model here, we've got some sunny spells coming through across the south of Scotland and across much of Ireland too in the afternoon, but staying fairly cloudy, you can see there, for much of England and Wales, with some outbreaks of rain and drizzle throughout. The front should clear from most of England and Wales overnight tomorrow night into Wednesday, and probably just clears southeastern coast of England by Wednesday morning. High pressure then built in. This is going to be leading to the risk of a frost overnight into Wednesday morning. Temperatures probably at their lowest around about -1 degrees. Breezy up through Scotland here, and this precipitation to the north could turn to snow showers on those northern coasts. Now Wednesday is promising to be a much brighter day for most of us. Some good sunny spells around. I think could be one or two isolated mist or fog patches, but they should clear away. And then I think for many of us it should be a dry day, although probably feeling a little bit cooler. Some showers to come across these eastern parts of Scotland, some outbreaks of rain there, but I think generally dry for most. Now into Thursday, still got a ridge of high pressure close by, but fronts are kind of meandering around, so more cloud around on Thursday. I think particularly in that sort of area there, this sort of eastern part of the country. More cloud and outbreaks of rain moving into the southwest as well, so it's generally a cloudier day. Bits and pieces of rain around, most of it out towards the west. As we head in towards the day on Friday, so we find this front will be passing its way eastwards. It brings more persistent rain with it as it does so during the course of Friday morning. Becomes slow moving as it reaches Scotland and eastern parts of England, and then we find low pressure moving in here to the south of Ireland. This pushes another more active front eastwards later on Friday, brings some stronger winds with it, and we've got to watch for the threat of some pretty hefty outbreaks of rain across southern parts of the country during the course of Saturday. Now what's interesting here is that those winds, you'll notice, eventually pull into a northeasterly direction during Saturday. Now the big question is what happens when those winds go easterly. There's quite a bit of cold air that will have built up across here by that time, so how quickly does rain potentially turn to sleet and snow? We've got to watch. Exactly where is this low position? We have to watch as well, but certainly the threat is there for something more wintry on Saturday afternoon. For the moment, my money would go on sleet, probably over the high ground of Wiltshire and probably Dartmoor and Exmoor. I think rain at lower level seems more likely, but I just can't rule out the risk of cold conditions with sleet and perhaps even snow at lower levels during Saturday afternoon. Then on Sunday, look, that flow really starting to look quite wintry with a northeasterly across many areas. It just feels cold, I think, through Sunday. Cloud and some outbreaks of rain in the south, but drier for most. And we find a more active front then coming into northern and western parts of Scotland. That sweeps its way eastwards through Monday, takes the low pressure out into the North Sea, and you notice how then the flow comes into the northwest, so hence the reason for this reduction in temperatures. Snow showers across northern and eastern Scotland, some snow showers to the west, and I think by then we could be finding some wintry showers as well, affecting the far southwest of England, western and northern parts of Wales, northwest England too, and down these eastern coasts. I think anywhere within this area probably seeing a threat of some snow showers, all of that just slipping in from the northwest. So it looks as if temperatures certainly are going to be taking a tumble during the coming days. So these are the temperatures from the GFS ensemble model. This is how it sees things. Look, here's the milder spell that we're going through just at the moment. You notice how those temperatures look just fall off here during the later part of this week and continue to fall into early next week, and they kind of steady out at around 2 or 3 degrees across the London area. If we take a look at Glasgow and just see what happens there, look, here's the milder air again that we've got at the moment, but those temperatures falling off, and look, they're stabilising out at just 1 or 2 degrees by the time we're getting towards the 13th, which is Sunday. So certainly again we're pointing towards these colder conditions. As far as the ECMWF goes, well, again it's just bringing temperatures down at 850 all the way through. Look, this is the -5 line running through here. That's what we look for when conditions get cold, and you see it occurs around about Monday of next week according to the ECMWF. And the evolution of this pattern as well is quite interesting as far as the ECMWF goes, because that's where we are right now. Look, we've got this mild southwesterly flow, but it's this shape here that I've been wittering on about and telling you about, this ridge that's built through the country. Look, this is cold air that's just feeding in here all the time. What it's doing is it's strengthening this trough here, warm air building north, it strengthens the ridge to the north, cold air coming into the west, it just chokes this off and will lead to that ridge just getting squeezed away out to the north, which is effectively what's happening by here. This is Friday. Look, got cold pulls out towards the east, cold pulls out towards the west. The ridge is down here as well as centred up here towards the north, and then through the course of the weekend we're well and truly on the cool side of the jet, with areas of low pressure just drifting away southeastwards through the country, hence the reason for things turning potentially wintry into next week. And you see here, as that low moves through, that particular one there going through Monday into Tuesday, it brings in this easterly flow, which reduces temperatures, increases the risk of frost, and makes us much cooler. And there's the end chart for Wednesday the 17th. A real cold easterly flow then coming across Europe, straight across the British Isles, brings the threat some cold weather. So I think what we've got to do is look for temperatures probably about 1 to 3 degrees generally across the country by day. I think by night, given that flow, we could be looking at temperatures perhaps around the -5s, but it could get, if we do get some snow cover, we could be looking at -8s overnight. So actually I know that some of you are looking forward to the frost, some of you actually want the frost, so this should be good news. How long does it last? Well, that's up for debate just at the moment. I'm going through the charts as we speak now. I do have a feeling it could stay cool, and I'm stressing this idea of cool, through to the middle part of February. Some blips in between where it will go milder and others where it will go colder, but I think this cool theme could be in for a little while. One of the evidence for that I've got is, look, by the time we're getting through to the 17th, this chart, this kind of pattern here, is very reminiscent of the pattern that we start off with. It's very reminiscent of that pattern there, look, except everything's just shifted a little bit further west. So we see kind of the ridge is in there, the trough is in here. You notice how everything, it's there at the moment, the ridge, well, it's there in 10 days time, so everything just shifted westwards, and I think really that's almost what we've got to deal with. And I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't break through as milder winds, but then we get this breaking back through again and everything becomes cooler again. So this idea of cool weather through to mid-February seems okay. Temperatures a degree or two below where they should be for the time of year. Some milder spells, but also some cooler spells in there. And again, not going for deep cold. I think this is going to be a cold snap, certainly, but not the kind of depths of winter cold. And I think we will see some sleet, we will see some snow. Some of that snow cover could be on the ground. it's not kind of real hard winter stuff, but I think it will be a cool to cold spell of weather that's ahead. Of course, I'll give you more information on how long this lasts and how things develop over the next few days. But for now, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Don't forget, we're free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here, and by you coming back and using the website. That's what keeps us free of charge. So for now, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.